the situation is improving in France. The lockdown should be over on May 11. So we have just like few more days to stay at home. You may have heard about the news and think that some people died because of the COVID. It's the majority of those people are old people. The average age is 80 years old. So we are making sure that they will stay home and stay safe as the lockdown will be over. But the situation is improving. So we're confident that everything will be better in the next days. We at Montpellier Business School, we all work from home, and we are doing all the admission and entrance exam online. So there's no change on the admission process. I will present that to you. So let me share my screen. So you should see my screen now. So I'm going to, because when I put my screen and I can share that with you to do the presentation, I lose the view of the chat. So what I will do is that from time to time I will come back on the chat to see if here you are asking questions. Okay. So like that, please do not hesitate here, like on the public chat, to ask any questions you have. I will be able to answer them there. What I will do is that for each part I will present, I will stop and then come back to the chat to make sure that I'm not missing anything from you, and that we share questions and comments on the part together. Okay, so now I'm going to start. So here you see the main entrance of the school with some of our students. I'm Gaëlle Anjalric. I'm the Director of Admissions at Montpellier Business School, and I'm going to present you our school program and answer all the questions you might have on the admission process. So as I said, on the current situation, we're all working from home, and the situation is improving in France. So we're hoping that in few weeks from now, everything will be livable. Okay. I know that there's still like the lockdown in India, so stay home, stay safe as we do here as well. And at the school, all the programs have been switched to online programs to allow all the current students to work from home as well, and have the chance to complete their degree if they are in the last year of their program, or to just take their year at the school. On the admission process, as I said, because we were already able to do admissions online, and we are carry on that as well. So on the detail of the school and the localization, we are in Montpellier, so we are the Montpellier Business School, and Montpellier, it's on the seashore Okay, you can see here on the Google map, it's on the seashore. So from the pictures you can see on the left to the sea, it takes you 45 minutes if you take public transportation, or if you drive 15 minutes. We are in Mediterranean climate. So in summer, it will reach in August easily 40 degrees. And in the winter, it gets cooler. We are between 0 to 10 degrees, depending of the day, but we don't have snow. So it's very easy to manage, because with a jacket, with a warm jacket, you can be out and carry on the outdoors activities. Montpellier is the 7th largest city in France. We are as well a city where we welcome a lot of students. So one quarter of the inhabitants are students coming from different parts of France, or also international students. And we have been elected just like a few months ago in 2019, the first best city for student life in France. On the quality of life, as I said, we have the climate and the sun with us, because we have 300 days with sunshine. So it's very convenient and a very nice place to live in. And we are as well on area where, if you plan a budget of 650 euros per month, you can live decently as a student in the city. So that will be like including the housing, the transportation, and the groceries. So this is for Montpellier, for the city, and some details on the localization. I'm going to see if you have any questions on that. So I see, like, do you want like details of the course? I will come to the course. Do you have any questions on Montpellier? On the localization? No? Okay, so then I will carry on. So on to go to the schools, to the school program. So on the school, just a few facts. We have more than 120 years of experience. We have been founded in 1997, and we are a Triple Crown business school. So we have EQUIS, ASCSB, and Ambas, which ranked us in the 1% top business school in the world. So that you know that at Montpellier Business School you will reach quality education. We are on the national and international rankings, such as the Financial Times. We are 55 for the best master in management, the ground equal program in the world, in their last ranking, and we are among the top 10 French master and MSc program among the ranking of QS Masters in Management. The benefits of joining a business school and joining Montpellier Business School is also to have access to the network that you will have. So the network of companies, partners, but the network also through graduates. We have more than 18,000 graduates now in all around the world, and we have hundreds of company partners. So those that you can see here on the screen are the ones very close to us. They will let us know about their job offer, internship offers. They can come sometime and participate in the job fairs and the job dating events. And all the students who have access to the Career Center and the counselors team to attend like specific workshops on resume, cover letter, to plan interviews, to have like you have also like trainings on how to search on different job websites, different platforms to look for an internship or job. So an important fact to know is that In France, there's no placement like it can be done in India. We do give support. We do teach how to proceed, how to use the different tools, and how to be able to be successful in the job or internship research. But we don't do placement. Okay, so there are good and drawbacks on that. One important point is that means that all students can have access and have the opportunity to apply to different internship or jobs. But obviously on the drawback, there is no 100% placement guarantee. So on the placement, what you have to know is that 96% of our students are employed after 6 months of graduation. Okay, so that includes the jobs in France or abroad. If I present you now the different programs, we have 3 major different programs. We have the bachelor program, accessible for students after high school diploma, and which is a 3 years bachelor program in English or in French. We have the Grande École program. The Grande École program, it's a program for students with a bachelor degree, and it's a program of 2 years that can be accessible in English or in French. And the Master of Science are for students with a bachelor of 4 years, but we are allowed to admit as well students with a bachelor of 3 years. So I will show you that as well. And those programs are 18 months. So 18 months, including the program plus the work experience that you will have to do. And the Masters of Science are only in English. I will start with the bachelor. So the bachelor, as I told you, is 3 years that can be followed in English. First year, you will have the time to learn about management science, international business courses. And then the second and last year, the third year, it's different per semester. The first semester will be for your management science and international business courses. And the second semester, there are different options. Options to carry on classes on the campus, or option to work on one internship, on one entrepreneurial project, or also the opportunity to do 1 semester abroad through an exchange program. Same for the last year, with also the possibility to get a double degree, spending the full year doing that double degree in the academic exchange program. Each year tuition fee is 10,900 euros. It's also possible to join according to your background. So you can transfer. So if you have done 1 year of bachelor program in India and you want to join for the second year of our bachelor program, it's possible, as long as obviously you present the mark sheets and that you show that you validated your first year program. But it's possible as well. Same for the last year. If you just want to come and join for the last year, it's possible as well under the same conditions. And note that if you do that, the possibility of doing a double degree will not be possible. You will have to do the last year bachelor program on the campus. So this is for the presentation of the program. On the admission process, those are the documents we'll be looking for: photo, ID, resume, the degree copy, and the official mark sheets of the last 3 years of studies. Okay, so if you do not have the full current year mark sheets, that's okay. Please do provide the previous one for the last 3 years. On the test, we are asking for specific tests through the admission process. We are asking for an English test. So if you do have a score, an English score such as IELTS, TOEFL, or TOEIC, you can provide that. If not, we give you the opportunity to do MBS English test for free. it will be free, but you have to take it and to pass it. We do also ask students to take the MBS General Test. It's free as well. It's a logic and reasoning test. How it works is those two tests, they will be sent to the student directly through an email with a link. And on the English test, it will be just one link to take the test. On the MBS General Test, there will be two links, one link to practice and one link to take the test. Make sure that when you take the test, you are by yourself in a quiet environment with a good connection, okay? Because the system will take pictures, will check that it's really you taking the test. So make sure that you are in a good environment to take the test. And then the final step will be to take the interview. It's an online and pre-recorded video interview. So the link will be given. The system has access to your webcam and will be filming you, answering the question that you will receive on the screen. So the questions that the school is going to be be asking, it's questions on yourself, so on your previous experiences, on your project. Why are you choosing that program? Why France? Why Montpellier Business School? What's your desire afterwards? What you have done before? So really on you. So make sure that you have in mind experiences that you can share quickly to answer those questions. There will not be any questions on knowledge or general like news questions, not at all. It will be only on you. Usually the application fee is 90 euros, but if you apply through Europe Study Center, it will be a free application. So this is for the bachelor. Do you have any questions? I'm going to go into the chat to see if you have any questions on the program. On that program, I will develop the other ones, but on that, if we do a little pause for questions, do you have any questions on that? Alors, okay, so the courses I'm developing on that, living expenses, I present that, it's 650 euros per month. You are also asking me what are the chances to get a part-time job and how much we can earn in an hour. That's a good question. So because I develop on the network of company, and the part-time job in France with a student visa, you have the right to work 20 hours per week. 20 hours per week, but if you do not speak any French, if you don't have a good level in French, it's not easy to find a part-time job because most of the part-time will be in contact with French people, and if they do speak French, you need to understand and be able to answer accordingly. So it's not that easy, and I tell all the students, be careful with part-time, because you are coming in a new country, new culture, new language, new way of teaching. So you need to adapt as well your learning. So if you do put efforts in part-time, you may lose time and motivation and energy to complete very well your studies. Okay, and I recommend very much that the free time you may have outside of your studies, you put that time for learning French, so that afterwards, when you will be looking for a first job, you have much more opportunities than if you do not speak any French. Okay, so be careful on the part-time. You have the right with your student visa, 20 hours per week, but it's not easy to find. It's good. It's a good idea to invest your time in learning French than doing a part-time, so that when you will be looking for a job, you can have access to a management position right away. And the Grand École program, I'm going to develop on that. I see there's also like questions on tuition fee. So here you can see the tuition fee. Okay, it's 10,900 euros per year for the bachelor. So after the bachelor, I'm going to present you the Grand École program. It's the Master in Management. As I said, it's a 2 years program. First year to do deeply courses on management, science, and business, and then the second year to go into specialization. So specialization, you have specialization on the campus. At the moment, we have 3 specializations that can be fully followed in English. We have International Business Model Developer, International Corporate Finance, and International Digital Marketing. Another possibility is also to choose to do a double degree with one of our Masters of Science. So we have them in finance, marketing, digital transformation, business excellence, and international business. I will develop on those possibilities. Or to do also a double degree with an exchange program abroad. The international academic exchange giving you access to the double degree is under selection. Okay, the university partner is going to ask for some requirements such as the language or the GMAT. So you need to make sure that if this is your desire, that you are going to meet the requirements of the university partner. And on that program, the tuition fee per year is 12,500 euros. So the total cost of the program will, for this September intake, it's 25,000 euros. On the admission process, it's exactly similar to the bachelor admission process. So we will be asking for photo, ID, resume, the highest degree copy, and the mark sheet of the last 3 years. And then we are going to ask you the different tests. So an English score, or to take our test with us. The MBS general test, if you do not have GMAT or GRE. So you can see that here the MBS English test and the MBS general test is accessible free. Okay, for all our the candidates. And then the video interview, similar to the one I've presented you on the bachelor program. Application fee is waived as long as you are coming with ESC. So that's for the Grand École program. Before I present you the Masters of Science, do you have any questions on the Grand École program? I'm going to have a look to see if you have any question. Do you have a special class for French language? And what is the fee? We do provide some French language courses among the different programs, but it's really just the basics. Okay, it's not going to give you a level in French. It's really to help all our students to be able to live outside of the school. So it will be really the basics. So I recommend students to put the efforts in learning French even before they arrive in France. And they can do that by taking the classes in Alliance Française or any other French language school in India. And also, if they can and if they want to plan a little extra budget to take French classes here in France, outside of the school, okay, in a French language school, because that will really, this is going to help them also after in their first job research. Do you have any other questions on the Grand École program? I will present you now the Master of Science program. Okay, so the Master of Science. So the Master of Science, we have 5 Masters of Science under which you have specific specialization. So we have the MSc in Finance, for instance, under which the second semester student can choose between different specialization. It can be advanced finance, energy and environmental finance, responsible finance, or innovative finance, fintech, blockchains, and cryptocurrencies. We have the MSc in marketing, with specialization in advanced marketing, French excellence, luxury and fashion, food and wine management, or tourism and hospitality management. We have the MSc in digital transformation, with specialization in digital management and data science, big data, and artificial intelligence. We have an MSc in business excellence with specialization in lean operations management or supply chain management, and a last MSc in international business. What you have to know is that those MSc welcome different background. As long as the background has some data analysis, or there can be data analysis or statistic, some ease at understanding and doing numbers. If you are coming with a background in a different field, such as history studies, I don't know, German language studies, really like psychology, so very away from mathematics, statistics, or data, the program that will be open could be the MSc in International Business, also the Grand École program. Okay, but so that you know, the MSc in Finance, Marketing, Digital Transformation, and Business Excellence, but also International Business, are open to students with a background in engineering, in computer science. So all those different backgrounds, but at least with numbers, are welcome in all the specialization. So those programs, as I said, are 18 months in total. So that includes 9 months of studies from September to May, June. And then after that, a mandatory professional experience between 4 to 6 months. This 4 to 6 month professional experience can be through a work contract or internship in France or abroad. And the total length of the program is 18 months, because it's 9 months of courses on the campus, 4 to 6 months of professional experience where the student want to go, and then the completion of the master thesis. Okay, so the degree will be received 18 months after the start of the program. The total tuition fee for the Master of Science is 13,900 euros for the entire program, so including the courses, the professional experience, and the master thesis. On the admission process, we are asking the exact same documents than for the other programs. As you are coming from India, we are not going to ask for an English score for the Master of Science admission. Okay, so there's no English test for all the students coming from India. We will be asking, there's no general test neither. We'll be asking for the video interview. The MBS general test will be asked only for students with a Bachelor of 3 years degree. Okay, if you do have a Bachelor of 4 years degree, you will be just asked to take the interview online. If you have a Bachelor of 3 years degree, you'll be asked to do the interview online, and then the MBS general test online as well for free. Okay, same here. The application fee is waived as long as you are coming with the ESC team. Do you have any questions on those programs? I'm going to have you to see if you do. Okay, so see some questions there. Do you provide scholarships? I'm going to answer that in a little bit. Do you need any experience to get admission in master? No, you don't. Okay, for all of them, it can be the Master of Science or the Grand École program. There is no need for previous experience in the field or any work experience. If you do have, you can provide that in your resume and show it to the jury, but you don't need to have access to those programs. The test, which is GMAT attentive, what's the difficulty level as compared to the GMAT? That's a good question. It's going to be easier than the GMAT. Okay, I've done both, and it's going to be a bit easier. Okay, but it will give you a similar level. So what you have to do is make sure that when you receive the test, you practice, you have a look to the practical link. So then you get used to the environment of the test, the kind of questions they will ask you, so that if you don't feel comfortable, you still have some time to prepare before taking the test. What you have to know is that when your application is complete and it's evaluated, and then the tests are going to be sent to your email address. When it's sent on your email address, you have 5 days to take the test. So make sure you are aware of the deadline, and then make sure you can, if you need, practice some extra time before doing the test. Okay. Can a 3-year bachelor from non-business background eligible for master program? Yes. If you have a 3-year bachelor degree, you can be eligible for the Grand École program. Okay. It doesn't matter the background that you are coming from. If you have a bachelor degree of 3 years, you are welcome in that program. For the Master of Science, you are welcome as well, as long as in the admission process, you validate the MBS General test, okay? In addition to the video interview. You will need to validate the MBS General test. Is this program, will it be paid internship? So I guess you're talking about the Masters of Science, which are here. And it's a 4 to 6 month professional experience. It can be a work contract, and it's paid. And if it's an internship, it's paid, but it depends where you do it. Okay, it will be under the law of the country where you do it. If you do it in France, it's going to be a paid internship. If you do it in another country, will be the rule and the law of the other country. Okay, so that will depend of the country where you do it. Is your MSc program equal to MBA? The director of the program will say it's usually junior MBA. So it doesn't have the MBA, as you can see, the MBA logo, but it's very similar. You go directly into a specialization. It will train you in the field. It will give you a good knowledge so that you can start afterward as the management position. Okay. So back to here. What's the educational GPA acceptance for this course? We do give all the students opportunity to apply and get a possible admission, as long as they have at least 51% of GPA in their previous studies. Okay. No less than 51%. It's already not just average. It's to give you the opportunity to take the admission. Then we'll see if because we know that sometimes some students were maybe they have taken their bachelor a few years ago and they improved themselves, so we give them a chance. The internship will be paid, as I answered. If it's done in France, yes. The difference between Grand École and Master of Science, that's a very good questions. So the difference is on different points. So first, the Grand École program is usually welcoming, has a tendency to welcome more students with a 3 years bachelor degree, and also students who don't know yet which specialization they want to do. Okay, because you see they have that first year when they are going to carry on the management science courses, and then the second year only they will do the specialization. So they have one extra year to train themselves and then choose the specialization they want to complete. The Master of Science are usually welcoming more students with a Bachelor of 4 years, even if we do have a possibility to accept students with a Bachelor of 3 years degree. But the majority will be coming with a Bachelor of 4 years degree. And it's students who already know which specialization they want to get into. Okay, so also here in the Master of Science, we see that there's a tendency for students who have sometime 1 or 2 years of work experience, and they just want to get that master in the specialization that they want to be able to reach some management position. Which, as I said, the work experience, it's not needed to enter the program, but we see that the overall majority will have some in the Master of Science. The Master of Science is also a program where we have a lot of different nationalities. Last year we had around 55 different nationalities on the program. So it's very rich, a lot of exchange, cultural exchanges. So that also train very well the students to get a position and understand the global exposure of a position. Can we get admission into the MBA? So what are you calling the MBA? Are you talking about the Grand École program, the Master in Management, or the Master of Science? But for both of them, I can answer that yes, if you have a bachelor degree of 3 years and you have no work experience, you are welcome to apply to the Grand École program or the Master of Science. Okay. Can we pursue French language along with our major subjects? Will that cost us, or is it free to learn language in the school? So at Montpellier Business School, as I said, we do have some French language course, but it's just the basics. So it will not give you a level. So if you do want to get extra French classes outside of the school, I recommend that you come with a budget of 1,500 euros extra. If a candidate pass out his or her French bachelor in 2015 and work for 5 years, can he or her apply for this intake with 5 years of educational gap? So if it's 5 years of a gap, it's still possible, but make sure you are able to explain what you have done and why you are choosing to go back into your studies. What's the goal in doing that? What's the project? Okay, make sure you are able to understand that, explain that, very clearly. Do they need experience for specialization in the relevant field? No, you don't need. If it's before, like if it's experience before, no, you don't need to have experience in the field to apply in the Master of Science in the specialization. Okay. Afterwards, if you're talking about this professional experience where you will do your internship, mandatory professional experience internship or work contract, this professional experience should be linked to the Master of Science that you have followed, okay, at least a minimum. You can also use that professional experience, mandatory professional experience, to work on one entrepreneurial project that you have. Okay, if it's your desire, you can use those 4 to 6 months to work that for Montpellier Business School incubator. Okay. What's the cost of living there? So as I said, I will show you the first slide again. Here, you can see that we recommend a budget of approximately 650 euros per month. Okay, 650 euros per month to live decently as a student in Montpellier, including housing, transportation, and groceries. And the last slide I wanted to present you, it's after you apply to the different to the program that you wish. Application is online, and ESC team will follow you on that and will help you to do it. After you do all the tests and the personal interview, you will get your admission results. If you do very well on the admission results, so including the it can be like the general test, the English test, the interview. So depending of which test you have to take according to your background. If you do very well on the admission result, you may be eligible for a scholarship up to 2,000 euros. So it's only one-time scholarship. It can be 2,000 euros, 1,000 euros, or nothing. That will depend of your results. And there's no specific application to fill. The scholarship will be written on your admission results. So you have a sentence saying, thanks to your admission results, you have gained a scholarship of 2,000 euros or 1,000 euros. So you have the answer there. So when we give you the admission results, you will know if you have won a scholarship or not. Once you have your admission results, we'll be asking you to confirm your enrollment by paying a deposit of 3,000 euros. Okay. Once you pay that deposit, we'll give you all the official acceptance letters and documents so that you can plan for your visa application and your arrival at the school. So that was my last slide on the application process. Let me see now again if we do have still some good questions. Is IELTS mandatory? So it's mandatory. It's mandatory for the bachelor program and the ground equal program. If you have it, okay? Because remember that we give you also the possibility to take our own MBS English test, okay? For the bachelor and also for the ground equal program, okay? If you do apply for the Master of Science, because you're coming from India, we will be waiving the English test. Okay, so there is no English test to take for applying to the Master of Science. Do we have to pay full amount at first, or can we pay in part in 1 year? So if you do pay your tuition fee in one time, you have access to a 3% discount on the total tuition fee. Also, by paying in one time, that will show during your visa application, that shows your motivation and seriousness at the visa process. But if you're not able to pay the full tuition fee, you will be able to pay through installments during the year. Okay. What are the bachelor courses? So you will have some details on the brochures. So please do ask the ESC team to show you the details. I can show you them quickly here, but then they can share them directly to you as well. Here you have some details of some of examples of classes in the bachelor. Okay. So year one, you see you have like very generic and first management courses, such as management and business courses, marketing, business ethics, accounting, macroeconomics, geopolitics, leadership. Then you go into more like details in year 2 and then year 3. Please note that those lists are non-exhaustive, okay? It's not all the classes that you will do, and it's not the final courses that you can do, okay? Those are examples of this year. They can evolve a bit, but that gives you an idea of what you will be working on. What about GMAT requirements? So again, if you have a look to the presentation, if you do have the GMAT, you can provide that. If you do not, we give you for free the possibility to take our own test, okay? Will be sent to you. So this is for the bachelor, and similar to the Grand École program. If you have the GMAT, perfect, well done. You can provide that score. If you do not, you have the possibility to take for free our MBS general test online, okay? Do you have any other questions? Do you have any other questions, or did I answer them all? Do we offer PhD programs? We do offer some PhD program, and for that, I will give you the address that you need to reach so that they can give you the best like format, and according to where you're coming from, your background, what you want to work on. So they will guide you on that. So please do write for the PhD programs. Do write to that address, tba@montpellierbs.com. Okay, you can write directly. Tell them that we exchange, and I recommended you that you write to them directly. What is the minimum score eligibility in the online test? It's not like just only the online, it's overall, okay? So we'll be looking to your result to the English test, depending of which program you apply to, your MBS general test, your interview, your background, your mark sheets, your previous mark sheets. So all that will give you the admission or not. Will the school provide support for job placement? So as I said, there is no placement. Okay, we do give support through the Career Center, but it's not placement like it's done in India. Okay, we do give support through the Career Center. Okay, we have counselors, they do job fairs, they do workshops, they teach students, they show students how to look to different websites and to have access to the jobs on LinkedIn. We have a specific platform called Job Teaser where they see different opportunities, but we don't do placement. So the students still has to be proactive to apply, to get the interviews and get the position. Okay. Does that answer the question clearly? Is that okay? Do you have any other questions? Now that students doesn't have their final semester marks due to this lockdown, indeed, yeah. How will they apply? Will there be any late submission options for them? So that's a good question. If you do not have your last marks for this final semester, please just provide one before. So if you're, I don't know, in your bachelor is 4 years, it's a 4 years degree, you don't have the final one, then provide the first semester of your final year, the third year, the second year, and the last semester of the first year. So just make sure that you have in total 3 years. But if you don't have the last one, just go one before. Just take one extra in the years before, if that is clear. So just make sure that you have 3 years. If you don't have the final one, we understand that with the lockdown, it's not easy. please do provide the one of 2 years before. Or sometimes some universities are giving access to the online ones. So if you do have that, you can provide that, as long as we have clear details of the courses, the year, and your name on it. Okay. Admissions are open. If it's a good time to apply, especially if you want to have a chance to get a scholarship. But we are still open, obviously. We are also, so that you know, because we know of the situation of the COVID-19. We are also working to see if we are going to offer some first classes online, or postpone a little bit the intake. We are working on that, and that will be letting you know in the next coming weeks, because we want to make sure that we keep everyone safe, and that everyone can be able to get the degree depending of where they are and what's the situation. Do you provide master degree program in management? Yes, that's what I've been showing you in this presentation. Our master program in management is the Grand École program and the Master of Science. Okay. Stay back in France. So yes, stay back options. So after you complete your master degree, so by completing the Grand École program or the Master of Science, you have access to, as an Indian citizen and graduated from a French degree, you have access to a 2-year stay-back option. So 1 year first, and then that can be renewed to a second year of stay-back option. Stay-back option is the opportunity for you to stay in France and the Schengen area, to be looking for a job. Okay. Once you get the job, then you switch to a working visa. How do you see this entire COVID issue? Will there be any postpone in the intake? So that's what we are working on. We don't want any student to be affected because of that, and being like not able to come because maybe borders are going to stay closed, or there will not be as many planes and circulation and movement as we wish. So we are working on that to make sure that we offer options. The dean of the program is looking for that, so that we make sure that students who have built their study project with completing a master degree or bachelor degree with us will not be affected and have options on that. So we will let you know, but we for sure are going to give options, or also we will not be blocking the deposit because of the COVID situation. So that's also the deposit can be reimbursed depending of the situation with the COVID. What is the minimum eligibility criteria for Master in Science for engineering students? So if we go back to the Master of Science admission process, we'll be asking, as you see here, keep it like that. We'll be asking for the photo, for ID, passport, the resume, the degree, so the bachelor degree, the mark sheets that goes with the degree, the 3 years minimum mark sheets. If you have a bachelor of because engineering will be 4 years, so you can provide the 4 years if you want. And then because you're coming from India, there's no English test. We'll be just asking you to take the interview online. Okay, it's a video interview recording online. You click on the link that you receive on the email, and then you will see questions on the screen that you have to answer by being recorded. Okay, so make sure that you have a webcam and earphones with a microphone. Okay, so that you can be here clearly. What is the time duration to pay the deposit once the admission offer is given to the student? So usually we'll give you a 2 weeks delay to pay the deposit, but in case you need extra time to pay that deposit, please make sure you inform the international admission team so that they can defer and give you extra time to pay that deposit. Do you offer master degree programs, computer science, electrical and electronic engineering? No, we don't have a master in engineering. It's only in management and business. Can be computer science student with 2 years of work experience in financial sector apply for the MSc in finance? Yes, Sujita, yes, they can. Also, like a little detail I can give you for the Master of Science. The application will be for the MSc in finance. The specialization, they do not have to worry. They will choose the specializations once after they start their program. So it will be just 1 month after they start the program. The dean of the direction of the program will ask them, okay, after this month of classes, which specialization are you choosing? Is it advanced finance? Is it the innovative finance that you want to complete the second semester? Okay, because that specialization will be completed the second semester. Do you have any other question for me? I see that like in the moderating part there are some numbers showing. So I guess you have still like a lot of questions. Please kindly share the fee structure for master degree or MBA program. So I've showed you the fee structure. So here you see for the Master of Science is 13,900 euros for the entire program. And for the Granical program, the Master in Management that you see here is 12,500 euros per year. So in total, 25,000 euros. Okay. Any other questions? Well, thank you. Thank you for thanking me. I'm glad to do the presentation. I'm glad that you shared some very interesting questions. So I hope I answered them and I gave you all the answers. Thank you very much for your time. Don't hesitate if you have any other questions. Don't hesitate to share them with ESC team. Because they will know and they are in contact with me. Thank you very much for your time. Stay safe, stay at home, and I hope that you will do well in the admission process and that we'll be able to meet very soon. Don't hesitate if you have any other questions to ask to ESC team. I stay available for them and for you. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope all you and your dear ones will be safe and in good health. So take care of yourself. Thank you very much for your time. And now I say bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.